Hey, beauty bosses, I'm Danielle. Welcome back to the Surrendered CEO. I talk with a lot of different business owners, and it's really unfortunate because they're either wondering why they aren't making sales, or maybe they are making sales, but it's a very small amount. And they feel like they're doing all this work. They're trying to do all the things, but they're just not seeing any results. And so it can really lead you to feeling very discouraged and like, man, do I even have what it takes? Like, is it even worth it? So, in this video, I really want to break down some very important things that all businesses need. And if your business does not have all of these things, there's going to be a gap. There's going to be certain categories that you're going to need to fix. And you're going to have to get these things fixed. It's not just going to fix itself, okay? And for some of y'all, unfortunately, you're going to have to fix all of the different things. And there's probably going to be one person that's like, man, forget this. Don't forget it. You've already done so much work. You just need to put in a little extra to get these things in order so that you can start seeing results. Do not be discouraged. Be thankful that this has been brought to your attention because many business owners never figure this out. They never do. And it's just a constant struggle. And then they end up closing shop because they didn't learn. And learning is a huge piece of business. And so I want you to listen to this video and get excited that you're about to fix some stuff. Some of it may have been broke for a couple of weeks if you just launched. Some of it just might be broken for a few years. And so praise the Lord that we are aware and we can fix it now. Okay. There's always hope, y'all. There's always hope. Okay. I didn't fix a lot of this stuff until years into my business. And some of the stuff, I'm still having to go back and tweak. Okay. It's never a one and done type thing. So let's get into it. The first thing is your brand. All right. A lot of people, they get a brand together and it looks cute. They know what they're going to sell. They know who they're going to talk to, but they don't really have a good foundation on the brand itself outside of the look and what it sounds like. So if someone comes to you and says, what's your mission? I know you sell these products and stuff, but what's the mission of your company? You should be able to have an answer for that. If someone asks you, hey, what are the values in your company? Like I know you're promoting skincare and natural ingredients and confidence. You're promoting those things, but what are the actual values of your brand? Do you know those? Do you know what your brand position is? How do you fit into the market? Yes, you sell these products, but what separates you from people shopping with other people who sell the same stuff as you do? You've got to know that stuff. And you don't just need to know that stuff, you need to be communicating that to your customers. Your customers should know that stuff. And so that is part of the brand foundation of is being crystal clear, not just in your brain of I sell these products, this is why I started, this is what I hope to do, but being able to effectively communicate that through your content and so that your customers are aware of that. All right. That's number one. Okay. Let's move on. I got my notes right here. Once you have a brand foundation in order, next, let's look at your marketing. Do you have a marketing strategy? Yeah, I see you posting on Instagram. You might post on TikTok. You may even have a YouTube channel. You may send out some email campaigns, but do you have a strategy in place? And what that strategy is going to consist of is a content plan. What are the different types of content that your brand is known for? We don't just need to be posting a bunch of random stuff or whatever pops in your brain. It's like, oh, I guess I'll just post that today because I don't have anything else. No, whether or not you have content ready to go or not, you should know what type of content needs to be posted for your brand. And it needs to be targeting different people. You need to be targeting brand new people that's never come in contact with your brand. You need to be posting content to people that they're following your brand, but they haven't made a purchase yet. You got to have a plan. You can't just be out here doing whatever you feel like that day. That's not going to get you anywhere. Okay. Aside from a content plan, you've got to have a email marketing strategy. All right. This isn't just a weekly email that you send out to your subscribers, similar to like a weekly blog or anything like that that goes out. No, I'm talking about some email automations that you have set up, and there's many of them. So you got your welcome flow to people who just get on your list. You need automation set up. So when someone subscribes to your list, they're getting a series of emails to welcome them, to nurture them, to encourage them to purchase. All right. You got your abandoned checkout flow. So if someone tries to check out and something happens, we all know what happened, but they didn't complete their checkout. You got to have a series of emails set up to try to get them to purchase. All right. You got to have a thank you flow set up. You done all this work to get someone to purchase. You want to share with those people how thankful you are that they have supported your company. And so you need a series of emails for that. The automations that go out for the order confirmation through your website platform, that's not enough. You need a series of emails set up. You need your win back flow. So if somebody makes a purchase and they don't shop for a while, you need an automation together to reach back out to those people, to encourage them to come back and place another order. Otherwise, you lose people. And there's other automations as well, but those are the four primary types that you need to get set up, and that will get some sales on autopilot for you. The next thing is your website. You get all these people to your website, but nobody's shopping. That's a red flag. That is a red flag. Having people go to your site, you done all this work to get them to go to your site, and none of the people are shopping. We've got a problem. And so some things to look at there, if that's what's happening, if you have a super low conversion rate, and by that I mean if your conversion rate is only like 1 or 2%, that's really low. That means only 1 or 2 people are making a sale out of every 100 people that you send to your website. That's low. Got to work to get that up. So, first thing you want to look at with your website is your navigation flow. So, when someone comes to your website, do they know what to do? Is it organized? Do you have different call to actions? Is it easy to get where they need to go? Or are they like, okay, this looks a mess. Like, where am I supposed to go for this product? Is it too busy? Right? That it could either be there's not enough or it could just be too much. So you need a balance. The other thing to look at is your product description. You want to have a balance there too. You want to make sure when people go to your product page that is speaking to the pain point, and so they can say, wow, I'm really struggling with this. I need this product. Sometimes the product description is too short. Sometimes it's too long. Sometimes it's just not effective in delivering what the problem or what the product does. And so you need to review that and figure out, go look at other people's product descriptions to sell similar things. Don't copy it. By all means, don't copy it, but look and see other brands that are doing similar things. Where are you missing the mark? Because something's missing if all these people are coming to your website and nobody's shopping, right? Now, if you're not even getting 100 people to your website, then you got to go back to the previous step. Of your marketing strategy, okay? So that's why all these things, they build upon each other. And so if you don't have these things in order, you're not going to be able to make the sale. So I hope this has been helpful. I still have a little bit more to go through, but if y'all are new here, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all show the video some love because I am trying to grow this account so that I can help more and more business owners to stop struggling. It's not fun to struggle. It's really not. And then the next thing I have is make sure your website is optimized for conversions. So people are going to your website typically to check out something they saw that they were interested in. And so you got a shot for them to get that product. But is your website optimized to be able to get them to add more things to cart? And so things that you can do here is you can set up either in your website, or you can add an app for like product recommendations. So recommending more products to use with that particular product. You can also add in upsell or cross sell apps to encourage them to add more to their cart because we already have them there. That's a big deal. They're already there. So how are we encouraging them to add more to cart. Also, we want to make sure that we have a friendly checkout system. All right. If a lot of people are getting to the checkout and they're not completing their purchase, then you need to go revisit your checkout. If you have a super high abandoned cart rate and lots of people are just leaving stuff, it could be that there's issue with your checkout system, or it could be that they don't want to pay all that shipping. And so that's something that you could either add in a free shipping over a certain threshold, or you could just offer free shipping. That's what I did for a good part of 2024 and 2025. Uh, and that increased my conversion rate because I was offering free shipping. So you could look at doing something like that. So the next thing I want to talk about is your sales funnel. And this actually should have come before your marketing. So before you post the content, before you send the people to your website, you want to make sure you understand what a sales funnel is. And you want to have a funnel put in place for your business. And simply what this is it's your customer journey. It's the path that a person is going to take once they find out about your brand, all the different things that are going to happen in their journey till they become or for them to become a repeat loyal customer. All right. And so there's a lot of things that happen. And the problem with a lot of businesses is you don't have this. And so people just kind of fall off and they never really make it through the process to become even a customer, let alone a lifetime customer, because you just don't have things in place. And so typically in a business these days, you are going to attract people through some sort of social media. This is going to look different for everybody, and there's no one size fits all. Like, this has to be your sales funnel for you to be successful. Like, everyone is going to do what works for them, but typically it's going to go something like this. They're going to find out about your brand through either social media or in-person event that you have or some sort of like referral system or something that you may have got set up. They're going to find out about your company, and then you're going to guide them towards a lead magnet. Your lead magnet could be 100 different things. Most people offer some sort of discount code. You may offer a quiz. You may have like a free download, but they're going to get your lead magnet and then you're going to get them onto your email list. Then they're going to start going through your welcome automation. And so we already talked about that. You need to make sure you have your automation set up so that they can be nurtured. All right. And then in that, you're going to direct them to your website. And that's why we talked about making sure your website is in order. So once they go to your website, they may look around, add some stuff to cart. They may not complete their checkout. That's when your abandoned checkout flow automation comes into play. You've got to have these things in place so people don't fall through. And then eventually the hope is that a portion of these people will make a purchase, but it still doesn't stop there. You don't want them to just make one purchase. You want them to become a lifetime customer. And so then that plays into your customer retention, which is the last thing on my list, having a customer retention strategy so that you can encourage your customers to come back over and over and over again. And so there's a lot of different things you can do here based on what you're willing to offer to your customers. Some people do like rewards programs. Some people may offer like feature discount, things like that. A lot of it is going to come down to your communication and just your willingness to connect with your existing customers. I feel like a lot of customers, they appreciate small businesses who make them feel seen. And so that will be a big part of it as well. But these are all things that we've got to be paying attention to. And it's not just one thing you got to have in place. No, you got to have all these different categories working together so that the business can run smoothly. Okay. And so I encourage you, start working on one thing right now, today. Start getting something in place to where you can get this stuff in order. So come 2026, come January, February, by the end of first quarter, hopefully it don't take that long, but you can get things in order to where it's like clockwork. It's like, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing. You have clarity, not just about what you sell, but how your business runs and how it's going to grow. All right. You're not just trying to pull at, oh, I just need to post some more content, right? Because a lot of times posting the content, we think that's what we need, but again, it's really a lot of broken things that need to be fixed before you even worry about posting the content. Because the content, it might not even be the issue. Some of y'all are going to watch this video and there's going to be one thing that you need to fix, and some of y'all are going to need to fix everything. And it's okay. It is okay. As I said at the beginning, there is hope. The good news is that now you know. Now, hopefully, you have a little bit more of an understanding. If you do need to fix multiple things, I encourage you to go look at my ebook, How to Build a Profitable Business. This ebook is going to help guide you do all of these things correctly instead of just doing a little bit here, doing a little bit there, and you still got a broken business. All right. We don't want to rush this. We want to make sure that we are building something on a solid foundation so that it can be profitable and it can be sustainable and it will grow. And we're not going to be confused and disappointed all the time because we don't know why we're not making sales. We're going to know, okay, I need to tweak this. All right, I thought doing this was going to work, but based on all the things that I've learned, I've still got an issue here that I need to pour into a little bit more. And that's the other thing is a lot of this stuff, you get it set up, but business is ever changing. And so again, you need to have an understanding of your business and all the different parts that contribute so that when things aren't working as well, you can identify, wow, this was working very well for a couple of months, but now it's not working so well. So I need to go in and change a couple of things. So hopefully this video was helpful. Really pray that at least one person will walk away and say, okay, I know I got work to do, but go get it done and start seeing results. Don't continue to sit in disappointment and discouragement because now you know there's some things broken that is on you to fix. And it's not just gonna get fixed with time. It's gonna get fixed with you getting into the weeds and getting it together. We as business owners, we solve problems. We figure it out. It does no good to sit and just wallow and complain. That's not going to get us anywhere. So let's get up. Let's get to work. We're coming up on a new year, and let's continue to be good stewards over what the Lord has given us. So I hope this helps. Again, if you are new here, subscribe, like the video, share the video with another beauty boss. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next video.